guys, I'm Saramo the Bears and this is Ultimate Furnace Tutorial Part 6. As you can see here, I did cut a lot of wires again to make the programming of the chips easier, and we will build something interesting just here. Let's start. The first thing, we will place button just like this. I renamed the button to button resources, and now we will place some logic chips. We will place two logic readers, one here and one here. We will program our logic readers. The first one will read our dial, smelting, and the variable will be setting, just like this. And the other one will read our button, resources, and the variable setting, just like this. The next thing, we will place two math units, one here and one here. We will connect those with wires, just like this. And this. We will place one memory just here. So it looks like this. We will program the memory, let's say to value 100. This math unit, the input one will be this logic reader. Input number 2 will be this memory, and the function will be multiply. The second math unit, the input 1 will be this logic reader here, which is our button resources. The input number 2 will be this math unit here, and the function will be add. Just like this. Now we will place 5 compare units. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The next thing, we will place 5 memories next to our compare units. Just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I renamed this math unit here to calculator total, and we are going to rename our compare units. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The first memory value will be 101. The second memory will be 201. Third memory will be 301. Fourth memory will be 401. And the fifth memory will be 501. I will explain why. We have 5 alloys here: steel, constantan, invar, solder and electrum. And we are changing these alloys with this tile, which has 5 positions. So we will take this number 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. We will multiply that number with this value here, which is 100. We will get number 100, 200, 300, 400 or 500 here. But then we will take short signal from our resources button and we will add that short pulse in this math unit with these numbers. So if the button is pressed, we will get number 101, 201, 301, 401 or 501. So that's why we are doing this small calculation here. Let's program our compare units. So compare unit 1, the input will be calculator total. The function is equals and input number 2 is this memory. Programming these 5 compare units is very easy. So we can do it right now. So input number 1 will be calculator total here. The function is equals and the input number 2 is this memory. Compare unit number 3. Input calculator total. The function is equals input number 2 is this memory. Compare unit number 4. Input 1. It's calculator total, which is here again. The function is equals and the input number 2 is this memory. And the last compare unit, the input number 1 is calculator total, the function is equals and the input number 2 is this memory. Just like this. Next step, we will rename our stackers. This stacker will be coal. This stacker here will be iron. This one will be copper. This one will be nickel. This one will be lead. This one will be gold. And the last one will be silver. Just like this. We will set our stacker coal to 10. The stacker iron we will set to 30. Stacker copper 30 as well. Stacker nickel 30. Stacker lead 30. Stacker gold 30. And stacker silver 30. I am absolutely sure, guys, you already know what I am trying to do right here. If I will set this dial for steel smelting, we will get number 1 here. We will get number 1 multiplied by 100. So the result of this math unit here will be 100. And if I will press the resources button, we will get number 1 here. So the result here is 101, which goes to this compare unit, and this compare unit is checking if the calculator total, which should be 101, equals to this memory. If it equals to 101, we will get output 1 here on this compare unit. So we will take this 1 from here, we will take it here, and if the result is 101, or basically 1, then we will tell 2 writers to turn on this stacker and this stacker. And because this stacker is set to 10, it will spit 10 pieces of coal, and this stacker, which is iron, is set to 30, it will spit 30 of iron, which means it goes through the chute system to the furnace and we will get steel. Let's place 2 writers and let's try if it works. 1 writer here and 1 writer there. I have the writers here. I connected them with stackers, with cables. It looks like this. So I think it's time to program it. This logic writer will run the coal stacker, and this logic writer will run iron stacker. So input here will be our compare unit 1, it is compo 1. The output will be our stacker coal, just like this, and the variable will be on. This writer, the input will be compo 1, which is our compare unit 1 here. The output will be our stacker iron, and the variable will be on. So I will connect the wire here to the grid with power, and we are ready to test it. Let's do our test. I will put the coal inside the coal stacker, and I will insert iron into iron stacker, just like this. So now I will set this dial to 1. No worries about the LED lights, because they are disconnected right now. And if I will press this button for resources, we should see something happening here. Let's do it. And this is how it looks. We have iron here and coal. Place few more logic writers. This will be for Constantan. This will be for Invar. This is for solder. And this is for electron. Let's program logic writers for Constantan. Constantan is copper and nickel. So this logic writer, the input will be compo 2. The output will be copper stacker. The variable will be on. This logic writer, the input will be compo 2, which is here. The output will be nickel. Let's do the invar. Invar is iron and nickel. So this logic writer, the input will be compo 3. The output will be stacker iron, and the variable will be on. And again, this logic writer, the input will be compo 3. The output will be stacker nickel, and the variable will be on. Next one will be solder. So the input will be our compo 4. The output will be stacker iron. The variable will be on. Next logic writer. The input will be again compo 4. The output will be stacker LED. The variable will be on. And the last one is electrum. So the input will be our compo 5. Just here. The output will be stacker gold. The variable will be on. And the last logic writer, the input will be again compo 5. The output will be stacker silver. And the variable will be on. Just like this. Everything is connected together. All the cables, all the switches, all the pipes. Everything is online. The stackers are connected with the chutes. So I think it's time for our final test. I will start with the fuel. We are getting the fuel inside the furnace. The gas mixer is doing its job. We get the fuel. I will set the furnace for smelting steel. So it's ready for smelting steel. And now I will ask the system for the resources for smelting steel. The furnace is empty. Let's see. We have the resources inside the furnace, so let's do it again for a double batch. We could see the resources going through the chute inside the furnace. So I will ignite the furnace and we will get 80 steel. The furnace shows we can smelt constantan and solder, so let's try constantan. We'll get the resources for constantan right now. Let's take a look. And we will get 60 constantan. Let's try solder. I asked for the resources again. And we have the solder. And maybe we still have time for electrum. I will try. I ask for the resources again. And we will get 60 of electrum right now. The Invar needs a little bit different approach for smelting, but I'm absolutely sure you will find out how to do it. Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching.